has been particularly tough for all of us. Very, very tough year for us, especially as Ghanaians. I think globally, but more especially for us as Ghanaians, because our economic crisis is just, worst crisis is just ridiculous. However, in spite of all of this, in spite of the fact that, our money situation is not the best, things are not going too well for all of us are complaining, there are still some people who have taken it upon themselves that even in this crisis, even with all of this that is going on, they are still going to stretch out their hand and see who they can help so they can help. It's awesome. It's beautiful. It gives me goosebumps, just talking about it. And people like that are the people we love, people we would like, for all of us to help so they can, sort of give back to the society. So we have about 3 of such organizations in the studio today. I would start with the Yaa Nhyira Foundation. The Yaa Nhyira Foundation. Now you would remember this name because they've been here before. They've, come here before. We've had conversations around projects that they had then. This year too, they have projects lined up. So that's the plan, to understand the projects they have and to see how all of us can help them, achieve these projects. So let me introduce. I'll start with Yaa herself. Country Director, Yaa Nhyira Foundation. Let me start with Winnifred Agyapongmaah Asiamah. And she is the country director. Winnifred.
Hello.
Yaa Nhyira. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's great to see you again.
It's wonderful to meet you again.
You have fluffier cheeks this time than the last time. Your cheeks are fuller.
Yes, it's funny. Well, the economy is very hard, but I'm growing big. It's by the grace of God.
Actually, I tap into that grace. You see, that grace, I want some.
Yes.
It's great to have you back. We are also joined again by Lawrence K. Boateng. Lawrence is the location manager for Yaa Nhyira Foundation. Welcome, Lawrence.
Thank you, madam.
I'm very confused. Location manager. What do you do? How are you a location manager for a foundation?
Okay, our foundation is such that we receive requests from people. So when we receive requests, we cannot just move there. I have to go there and then look at the place, discuss with the people, and know what they want best.
Right.
So I've go far to northern region, Chiana, Burkina border, Navrongo, Bupe, Yape.
Oh, Bupe. My cousin used to work at a bank there.
Yeah.
Bupe.
So
yeah.
I go there and I bring the information down, then we prepare and go. So not only that, I also act as I'm a pastor. So when we go, I have to see to it that we share the word of God and pray with them.
Right.
Yes. So
we'll come to that. I was just curious about the location manager.
Okay.
You see, it's a time for us. This was who are in production.
Okay.
So when I saw location manager with a foundation, I was like, okay. But you actually go and scout.
Yes.
The places to go and help and awesome. And of course, we have in the studio with us Abigail Glover. Abigail is in marketing. And I dragged Abigail onto the set because Abigail is always here, but she's always, in the corner. Yes, I wanted Abigail to be. I was telling her that the camera loves you, Abigail. So let's see your face. So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. So let's take it from last year. How did the projects go? The projects that we spoke about. How did they go? The execution. How did they go?
Yeah, it was successful, and we thank God. Who has been supportive since we started in 2019 till date, and also to my team members, they've been awesome in everything. Then to our individual donors, we are also grateful. Then to our Madam Mavis Johnson, who brought this whole idea for us to join her to accomplish it. May God richly bless her. Last year was successful. We donated to widows, widowers, and orphans at Ghana East. So we had the eye screening, then the health screening also as well. Whilst we donated rice, oil, and mackerel. So basically everything was successful. Yes. So we also had our sponsors. I can't do without them. We have Khadi Enterprise. We have Special Ice Water and Drink. They did very well. We are grateful. Sinam Healthcare also was part, and many others.
Right. So that was it was success. It was a successful.
Yes.
Okay. So, any challenges? Any challenges last year?
Okay.
I mean, we learn every year. You meet challenges. You grow.
We also have the back to school donation.
Right.
That we went to Awoswase, then Bebome, then Jamestown, Almighty Jamestown. We visited that place. So we had school bags, pencils, pens, erasers. I mean, things that the children can learn. Then we had the beading training by Madam Josephine. Yeah, she also supported to train the children some handwork that they can also do with it.
Right. Yeah. Right. I think Lawrence will take us through some of the challenges. Can you?
Sure. I think
if you met any challenges, yes. Any challenges?
Yeah. So far, the challenges we have had is sometimes the place where we visit, sometimes the roads, yes, and then sometimes the food. But we enjoy it when we meet such things, because there's a slogan that we don't give because we have many. We give because we know how it feels to have nothing. So when we are visiting a place like that, we don't look at it as a challenge, but we make it become our happiest moment, that we are able to locate some people in such places to donate. So I will not term it as a challenge, but I would say it's something that is experience.
It's part of it.
It's part of it, yes.
It's part of the experience.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, so I want us to talk about what we are doing for this year.
Sure.
And then we'll come and have a general conversation. So this year, what are the projects for this year? Abigail, feel free to chip in anytime. Anytime, feel free to chip in.
So Abigail can answer that question for you.
Abigail, can you answer the question for me? Okay. Abigail, please speak up for me.
So the challenge, the number of people who need our help are quite many compared to the resources we have available. It's always a challenge. You wish to do more, but there are quite many. There needs are many. That is when needing of donors come in as a more donations. So I reach out to them and help.
Right.
Their situations are quite terrible.
Right.
They have the first-hand experience. It's an eyesore, if I should put it that way.
Right.
And this year, projects.
Let's stay there for a minute. So just in case, I think you are speaking very low. I have to help you project. So essentially, you are saying that sometimes you get onto the field, and the needs outweigh
our resources,
the materials and the resources that you have.
But then you could do more.
Right.
So the resources are not that enough for us to reach out to them. Let's say they give us a budget of 100, but you get there and it's more than 100.
Obviously, I mean,
because it will be as if someone will say, "Na mi ni fie na omobeye ombekin kan ye no," and the person standing there, you actually believe that ampano ni fie. Yes, ebi akwefu na bibi. Sorry, I'm speaking to
no, feel free.
Yeah. You get to know that it's true. So let's say we are also to build Bebome DA primary school, 12 units school building for them. I think we visited them. They were part of the back to school donation, and she visited them just to see the whole thing, where they reach out to the washroom. It's very bad. It's very, very, very bad. So we also said that hopefully if we are able to build for them, it's one of our projects that we want to do, to build a 12-unit block for the children, especially where they visit, as in the washroom. Yes.
But before Abigail comes back in, how do you know what the people need? I mean, I know that it's Lawrence who goes there, but how do you help me understand that process?
So as Reverend Lawrence said, they write to us. Then when they do, I personally contact them. Then let's say either Abigail or Mr. Lawrence, then Mr. Shambak go. He was here the last time. Yes, he's not here today. So they go and just survey the place for us to know that they do. Others call when they don't need the help. So you should be smart, and you also should discern to know that this person actually needs that help. So he does the descendant spirit, since it's just a laugh out loud, yeah. So to know that if we have people calling but they don't need that help, that is my most concern, that I want to give to people who really needs it, not just someone who can work for themselves. That is the challenge. So basically that's what we are up to build that school for them. And this year also we took Eastern region to do a whole lot there, so that next year we can take another region and concentrate on that
region. Wow.
Yeah, and then to add to what my country director said, when we go, sometimes you see people bring their complaints. I think last 2 weeks I visited the Eastern region to see how preparation and everything is going. And then there was a woman who approached me. She said disabled, and she said she doesn't have any place where she will sleep. She has a two bedroom place in that she has been able to put up, and she wants us to come and roof it for her. And then other people also came. So as Maisa said, some of the challenges when you go, we need to meet all their needs, but the resources. Yeah, so I told them that it's in phases, so they should let us finish this phase. When we finish, we will come back to them.
Right. As for the descendant spirit, I really pray for it for you. Because even me, as I sit here, there are things I need.
Okay.
Right? So I think if you go and ask people, do you need? Everybody will have needs. But like you said, there are people who can work and get those needs for themselves. And there are those who simply cannot.
Yeah.
So for the descendant spirit, I'm praying with you. I'm praying with you to get the descendant spirit, to know who really needs it and for whom it is just a want. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, Abigail, please come in this year project. Actually, no, before that, the marketing, right? Because you brought up this issue of going there, you know, identifying people who have more needs than you have. So how are you sort of gathering the resources? Because that's your field, isn't it?
Yeah.
For marketing. How are you now gathering the resources?
And plus the owner too, Madam Mavis Johnson, she's also part of the marketing team.
As well.
Yes.
Right.
With the marketing, it's as I getting to know the people, this is what they need. How do you reach those needs? Definitely it's about the resources.
Right.
So people have to come in to help. Sometimes individually. As team members, people contribute a little to help. We also reach out sometimes with our envelopes, reach out to organizations, people we know are capable of helping. And as she rightly said, our founder too, she also helps with donors. They do come in to help us. And it's really difficult. You know, we have this perception that NGOs don't really use
they take the money and they go and chop. Let's be frank. Yeah. People have the perception that, by people, myself included, people have the perception that NGOs come to you, they take your money, they go and they chop the money. Yeah.
They don't help the people.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult.
Yeah.
As in breaking through that perception is not easy, because people who are very close, they see what you've done. Convincing them, those closer to you, is even difficult.
How much more?
So you have to break that barrier. It's not easy, but then we still have to appeal to people the more.
Right.
Because when you get to the field and you are really compassionate, I don't think you are going to use those resources on yourself. Because to the field, it's terrible. Like people are in need. It's a pity something. But with our founder and then all the team members, she's been there before. She knows how it feels. So Yaa Nhyira Foundation, as an NGO, I can promise you, you are not going to spend your money.
You're not chopping our money. You're not chopping our money. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very, very happy to hear that. But yeah, you know, and normally I like foundations that have a very good story. One day, let me meet your founder. One day, because I like to hear the backstory. What it is that motivates you to want to do something. Normally, that's what actually defines who is chopping the money and who is not chopping the money.
Why she decided to be
Why?
a
Why? That's why. Because if somebody has been through it, and the person is, there's a passion, there's a real feeling behind what they do, and sometimes that feeling doesn't allow them, to cut corners or to be, So let's make maybe the third time, maybe it will be nice.
Let me just say a little thing about her.
Please come in.
Okay, Madame Mavis, she's she was born on Thursday.
Yeah.
And she has been through a lot. I mean, a lot that someone can say it's a miracle that she's alive, and it's all to God. Well, growing up was not easy. She will tell you that she has been through the zongos and been through a whole lot. But now where she is by the grace of God. Usually she doesn't want us to say a lot about her so that people will not think that she has. But what she has, she's still giving back to the society. That is why she still need more from us to give back to the society. So basically she has been through a lot, and I'm a living testimony, and he is a living testimony to her life. So still, I think we need more help. That is what I'll say. So one day she will come and visit you.
Yes, I know she's not in the country, correct?
Yes, she's not.
I know she's not in the country. That's why I'm not pushing. You see, I'm very understanding. I'm very, very understanding. But so it's a story that has evolved into excessive.
Yes,
and she's given back
to society.
She's giving back to society. Good stuff. Let's talk about this year. This year's activities.
Yes, this year is another wonderful year, and as I said earlier on, we are giving back to the disabled in 14 communities in Inyinemu. So we have our
Inyinemu.
Yes, 14. I think you like that.
I like Inyinemu.
And they are very welcoming and very, very beautiful people.
I've been there.
Oh, okay. Yes, and we had this project through Mr. Isaac Wadi, who is also a disabled person, but he has been thoughtful since we started this project. So we have 14 communities that we are to donate to. Awoswase, Setre, Kedia. I'm not really good with the words, so it's quite a number. So let me just wrap up. We have Enyinemu, Moswase, Asamai, Tamfo. We have Setre, Adesowase, Abekwase, Teria. Please forgive me, I'm not that good. Then Accra Village. Then we have Awoswase, Kedewaso, then JJT, then Mampong, then Ankasi. If I'm right. So basically, those are the people we are going to. There are about 725. That yes, we are supposed to give to
725 people.
Yes, we are supposed to donate to, but the resource was not that good because we weren't getting funds. This year has been very difficult for us. So we pleaded. We had to plead because they brought in their request. So we are giving to 110. We want to do it gradually. And we also have to give a tabletop fridge, 5 tabletop fridge to people who want to start a business selling like the ice cream, pure water, then some beverages. Then we have the shoemaker machine that we are also going to give out to them. So basically, we believe we are doing more than enough for them this year. Then we have the children's get-together party.
Yes, my favorite.
Yeah,
my
favorite too, the party. The children love it. We also have the face painting because children really love the face painting. So that's the party that we are going to throw for the children. We need biscuit, toffees, anything that can be pleasing to them on that day.
And that's on the 26th of December. 26th. So you've tagged it mega fun time with the orphans.
Yes.
Let me do you the honor of mention the donation number for people who want to assist you. So it's 020, right? 2141314. I'll say that again. 020-2141-314. For anybody who wants to donate to the party, mega fun time
Yes.
with the orphans. You know, if anybody wants to donate, please use this number. I hope that the number, you know, scrolls on the screen for people, you know, to call and then to donate to this one. Awesome. What are we doing for entertainment for the party? I'm interested.
Okay, so we have football.
Nice.
We have pick and act. Then we have that's most of the times we let the children also teach us what they like doing.
Right.
So we go with our fun. They also give us the fun that they want to do. So from us as pick and act, then carry your sword, drop your sword. Surely Mr. Lawrence will handle that. Then the dancing competition.
Oh, I love the dancing competition.
Yes.
I love that. You didn't do the musical chairs.
Okay, so we'll add it to it.
That one's his fun.
Yes.
The musical chairs. Nice one. I mean, awesome. Every time I sit with you guys, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged because it's tough.
Sure.
It's tough. It's a tough world out there. You know, it's always been tough, but this year in particular, it's been very tough. Very tough for everybody. You know, so it gladdens my heart to see that you guys are still here. You know, still going out, giving people hope. You have no idea. Even if somebody doesn't receive it, just seeing a complete stranger come to your community all the way from Accra to in your name, you know, to come and give somebody something to start a business with. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. God bless you guys. You know, because I know that you guys are Christians.
Yes.
And you are working with the Word of God. Good stuff. So this is the kind of Christianity that I like. You see, this one, I like this one. I like this one. Very nice one. Anything you want to tell us before you go?
And then I want to add this one to it. We are not only going to give the free J's shoemaking machine, we are also giving out rice and oil. And you know,
we are giving rice and oil.
Yes, and you know, the price of oil and rice now. So, so you will plead also to the people to if they can add up to what we have, because as you mentioned, 700 plus, and we can give all. So if people can also help us to get some of the rice to add to it, and
so we increase our number to like 300. We'll be very happy.
Do you want to give the number again? Your number. This is for the fun time, right? Give another number.
Okay, we have the 055, but that one is Ghana. You can only send money on that number in Ghana, but in US and other countries, you'll have to use the PayPal account, then the Vodafone. So this number is for Ghana, 055 5566 010. So 055 5566 010. They can also contribute to that. We also take in clothes and any other material. Just call us, we'll come for it.
Like used clothes.
Yes, used clothes, comfortable clothes.
Of course, used clothes. Maybe toys and things like that.
Yes.
You can take them for the kids.
To them.
Awesome stuff. Anyway, let's go. Tell us something and then we are out of here.
I'd like to hammer a little bit on the donations.
Right.
We really need it. They can authenticate Yaa Nhyira Foundation on our social media platforms, on Facebook, we are on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. You can see our outreaches that we've done so far, the number of people we've reached out to. It's all there, so that you know we're authentic, and then we are going to make useful use of
your money
funds received. So we are still pleading with them to kindly support us. We have to make a difference in their lives. This December, somebody has to smile.
We beg you. We beg you. We are pleading. Absolutely. Our country director.
Yeah, I would say that it's an honor to do this, because I would say that it's a ministry, because when you take something and you are doing, you should do wholeheartedly. You shouldn't think of what you are going to get. Think of the smiles that people are going to get because of you. And for me, I have a beautiful testimony with what I'm doing. I was jobless, and I started doing this with my sister. Then a sudden, God opened a door for me to work, and it has been the greatest, let me say, testimony to me, because I'm pleased with it. That is what I say. So always have something in your mind that expect God to bless you, not the individual, because the blessings from God is much greater than what someone will give to you. So we should do it with all our heart, and we shouldn't give up. Usually when you start 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, with the pressure, you feel like, well, I'm giving back to society, and if no one is helping, let me stop. No, you're giving back to society because you decided to do that, so you should keep up. God will send somebody to come and help you.
Thank you. I needed that. I needed to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you have your regular job that you do.
Yes.
All of you. You all have your jobs.
Yes.
And this is like a giving back, humanitarian, thing that
part-time, full-time.
Wow. Awesome human beings.
Yes.
You guys are awesome. Awesome human being. And I wish, please give the number again. Give the number again.
055 5566 010 055 5566 010. Then we have the 0202 14 13 14. That one is to other countries, but you can also use the PayPal. That is www.yaanhyirafoundation.org. Yeah.
So please, if you are watching us and you can't move, these people are actually moving away from Accra into the communities. You heard our county director. This year we are in the Eastern region. We are concentrated, in the Eastern region, to help out the disabled, the orphaned, children and all of that. They're even thinking about building a school for the community. Some of us can't move because of what we do, let your money move for you, right? So call them up, give them the assistance that you can. If you don't want to give them money, give them rice, give them oil, let them take to these 725 people that have reached out to them that they need, some assistance this year. Please, let's all help. Thank you.
Thank you very much
for coming. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. More grease to your elbows. And we will be back, right?
Yeah.
We'll definitely come back.
And may God also bless you for the good work you are doing.
Amen.
And we pray that you get more people to support you. So you invite us.
Absolutely. Yes. Amen. So we will take a quick commercial break. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Get flex now. Yaa Nhyira Foundation.
This is Yaa Nhyira Foundation. Bringing happiness to many is our priority.
They could be your brother, they could be your sister. But say when you be way crossing, what's your care with your say? What the question?
On the 6th of January 2022, we had a call from Mr. Isaac Wadi, a resident in the Itiwa East district of the Eastern region of Ghana. His request was in line with our back to school donation. Upon satisfying our requirements, the team embarked on a trip to Bebumi DA Basic School. On arrival at Bebumi DA Basic School, we were warmly welcomed by the headmaster, teachers and pupils of the school. We introduced ourselves to them and told them of the purpose of our visit. Donations in the form of school bags, exercise books, pens, pencils, erasers, sharpeners and reading books were given to the school and for their library as well. A notable moment in the course of this donation was the use of rice sacks as school bags by the pupils of Bebumi DA Basic School. The team, on that note, replaced these rice sacks with more dignified and quality school bags for the pupils, bringing so much joy and happiness on their faces.
You have not lived today until you have something done for someone who can never repay you. We give not because we have it. know how it feels when you are hungry. I go by anything else. Yaa Nhyira Foundation. Yaa Nhyira bring happiness to you. Yaa Nhyira many people priority. Yaa Nhyira Yaa Nhyira Foundation. Yaa Nhyira bring happiness to you. Yaa Nhyira many people priority. Yaa Nhyira Foundation. Yembo Jampa Foundation. Widow and Widow Foundation. You friendly Foundation. The Bubu Anikamu Foundation.
To support us, can you donate to our Momo numbers 0202 14 13 14 or 0555 56 60 10 or visit our website www.yaanhyirafoundation.org to donate through PayPal.
Yada wasi Nyankopon a enen so wama ye hu han fefefe yada wasi se wakan aboa no se obakofo ba ye hye won munyam bebre wo Yesu Kristo dim ija dwumadi a ye bedi ehye won sa yada wasi se wode enuan nyina bekan ye ho na program yi abaso empa ibo ne se befa de nyina domum na ewieye no ye de aseda enikabia ma wudi yada wasi odoba Yesu a odo ye nti wudi ma ye dim ebo mpa ye de aseda ma amen.
Your friend is saying.
We also encourage them to learn hard and not to be limited by their environment. The donation was crowned with some entertainment and refreshment.
We are from Yaa Nhyira Foundation, all the way from Ewutu Senya, Reku, in Central Region. Ewutu Senya, Kaswa or Kaswa. Aha, only free. And the other half. We present this to Bepome School in the name of the Father and of the Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
We accept this donation in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
We know they want confusion. My brother, my sister, let's join hands together and say, we are coming to your prison. One by eight. We know they care, we know they care. We provide them hope.
Welcome back to the show. This is still The Couch. My name is Ama Pratt, and this particular show, like other shows that we've done in the past, is dedicated to special human beings with golden hearts who are giving back to the society in diverse ways. So next is this one I really like is the Tsedi Foundation. And you remember Tsedi Foundation because they've also been here before, and we are joined in the studio by Khadi Tsedi, who happens to be the publicist for the Tsedi Foundation. Hey boo,
thank you. Hi.
Hey boo, you're welcome back.
Thank you.
You see, there's something happening on the show today that I have to speak about. I mean, so it turns out that our country director has just, she's had a baby.
Yes.
And you've just had a baby.
Yes.
Like 4 months ago.
Yes.
So first of all, how are you looking like this? Let's start from there. How are you looking like this in the 4 months?
Yes. So every mother, yes, you have to take good care of yourself immediately after birth. I also had PPH. That's postmortem hemorrhage.
Right.
I bled. In fact, I'm here because of grace. Okay. And I know it's because of some of the things we are doing that have saved my life. I nearly died, but God gave me another chance to bless a life. So after coming home, taking care of myself has been my priority. Thanks to my husband and my mom, they have done well. So they are the reason why I'm looking like this. I could eat well, I could take a slap, rest, sleep. At dawn, they do all the work. I sleep, I eat. and I'm here. So on the journey.
We are grateful. Yeah, I say that for us as women, it takes a village.
Yes.
It's never about you alone.
Yeah.
It takes a village.
Yes.
It has to be people behind the scenes. It has to be a joint, you know.
Yes.
So we are grateful to you, my dear hubby, and to you, our mommy. Thank you for making us look
good all the
awesome.
time.
Awesome. And it's interesting that the last time you were here, you were pregnant.
Yes. I was.
So this month
I was 3.
Imagine.
Yes, I was 3. So exactly a year.
Exactly a year ago today. Wow, awesome. Just like
yes,
the country,
yes,
just like her too. Wow,
she is bloating.
But you are not.
No.
I like both. I like both the one that's bloating and the one that's not bloating. Anyway, I talk too much. Let's come to the NGO. How did the project go? The one we spoke about last year.
Great, fantastic, excellent, great. God worked, greatly for us last year. I was shocked. I was surprised. At a point, I was shaking. You remember last year we talked about when a project, a day or two to project, and you look at the media houses you have invited to cover the program, the bill that goes into it, and then hospital will be like, call this person and drop because the financial strength is not there, and then we had a little bit tat on it. So it happened, but faith without works is dead. So we were faithful and we put it into work. So my final words was, God, let your will be done. You go into the communities you don't know. I've not been there. I don't know anybody there. You meet opinion leaders. You meet the assemblyman. You chance on their MCE and you tell them that this is what you want to give to their community. They also give you people that will help assist you because you are not coming from there. And then you are financially not stable, and it's like you are coming, you are going, and so it was a big blow on us, but we had a great and beautiful donation. We had a lot of people, and a lot of people were blessed. And up to today, we still have people calling and ask. I say, oh please, this year we are moving. It's campaigning.
I watch you guys, right? I watch all of you, and I'm just, what's the word? Awed. Yeah. And I just wonder, what is it that drives you? What is it inside you? Right? What is it that is inside you that pushes you so much to keep going and giving and giving and giving? Even from a place of, for lack of a better word, a lack of abundance, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
Auntie Ama, we have all been through the situation where, even though I had a father, I saw most of the effort of my mother. So I could say that, my father was the man that goes on trek and never comes home and all that, living elsewhere and all that. So we saw the efforts that my mommy did. And there is these people that live with us. Some were relatives, some were not. And especially when it gets to Christmas like this, Auntie Ama, could you believe that my mother will not buy anything for me? By this time, all the girls and the gentlemen living with us, he has bought cloth, they have sewed, they've gone to measure themselves and all that. But me, I have nothing. And I asked her, Entima, abedintina utimi edundam. Sisi hega kitane mpabwa, eyi waneyi, na mankoting, amupa, adi amudiboko. I'm coming, I was born in Takwa. In Taba Takwa, in Takwa fancy. In Taba Tana amudiboko fancy. And she said, Esho busy, and I was ye. Auntie Ama, trust me, musumi and son, I'm scaram koto skirt biwo, baby de Takwa gum. Na ma shako fancy no ma top that very time ono na tie no de mam na me share this skirt na mo koto no do na when I what ye nchen no wo kita one pabo wa pompa matale Agyapongmaah ona, and I had also show busy and ozi. And trust me, whatever my mommy did is where we are today. So the drive is from her. She did it for others. I saw it. And whatever she did, today we have been to places that I believe that what she did has brought us there. And so, so we are also moving. So that is the drive. And throughout my journey, school, I have people, I even had teacher who came into, a science teacher who came to school and gave me that time, gave me money every blessed Friday. And she didn't last for a year. 6 months she went to a different place and they brought in another one. And somebody covered my, classes fee. In senior high school, I even had teachers who I was not in their department, visual art teacher, who was blessing my life in school, making sure everything is well with me. When I'm sick, calling my parents, and other head teachers helping. I mean, you just can't imagine the miracle that were happening. And yes, this is my foundation. Everywhere I go, I am helped. And so I'm into help. Now that I could move somewhere and ask somebody that Auntie Abna, do you know what? I need 500 cedis. And you will give me. I'll go to another person and take 200 cedis. I'll put it together. So this 700 cedis, where can it go? Okay, maybe I have 2 new school bags of my kids. Let me pick it up, add the 700 cedis to it. We just enter a basic school, we ask the teacher, why your pan or what class ha edundo hiamboa? No books na no school bag na there. You give us the 2 person. We don't need a lot of investigation, just 2 person. That's all. We move.
I mean, if all of us could do this,
the world would be a better place.
If all of us could do
the world will be a better place.
If all of us could be more intentional, because we do have.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I'm watching you right now and I'm thinking that all of us could do this.
Yes, all of us could do it.
Right?
Yes, all of us. Sometimes you don't have to wait to get,
sometimes
the notion sometimes is we want to get a particular. Honestly, we have donated, and I forgot I don't have diapers at home. So the diaper donation I received, I sent everybody. You see, when we started, I said, God, I want to be faithful. Tomorrow when I'm not there, let the light fall on my children. I forgot I didn't have diaper, and we had gone to spend all the money. When we go home, and I asked my husband that, what I found the pampers was.
Meanwhile, you had just
now
diapers.
Yes, that maybe I could put one. No, we want to be faithful. And I didn't even know how he even brought that, whether he went to borrow from the shop. I don't even know, but at the end of the day, we have survived till now.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't wait till you have enough to give. There were a lot of people we can bless in our locality, the community, the house. Sometimes we even cook food and then we heat it until spoil. I mean, if you think you will not eat it again, ask somebody in Patrofa, I'll serve a veggie.
And we need to be each other's keeper.
Yes.
Especially now.
Yes.
Especially now.
Yes, because things are very hard.
Because it's tough.
Yes.
Because it's tough. Wow. Okay. So let's talk about this year's project.
Yes.
Last year's project obviously was a success. We are grateful for that. Let's talk about this year's project.
This year we are having our normal project is twice a year. July for the orphanage. Just this July I had given birth fresh. I gave birth in April. So just July we went to School for the Blind at Agyapongmaah to donate. And then December was for the widowers and single parent. Notwithstanding, we realized that we have senior high schools and junior high schools graduates in the system. So we want to add a free skill training so we are having 2 donations this year in December. One on the 10th and the other on the 26th. So on the 10th we would have the free skill training for Kumasi. So we are going to Kumasi. Tokwa is to boy, that is Draso. And then we'll be having it at the Gethsemane Church, Akokobenum. So we'll have a skill training there for all the community. And then especially the junior and the senior high school. Trust me. Senior high school is free, but I know that some wouldn't be able to go. Some may not be able to go to the university. And trust me, teenage pregnancy there. But may God help Ghana. Some, because now when you look at the young people, you look at their body and you're like, hey, I will read Jesus. You understand? So there will be those sets that will be just unfortunate to get pregnant. And I am not encouraging teenage pregnancy, never. But in case a child happens to be a victim, let's make her an entrepreneur. Get a skill. Lifestyles goes on. Family support. Hold her. Hold the child. Maybe 4 or 5 years, he or she can go to the university, or she can go to a senior high school.
But everything shouldn't come to a standstill.
Yes,
just
for the child, because we see it a lot. We see it a lot. So we want to give an intervention of skill training. Those who are also at home, who are not doing anything, also giving them the opportunity to learn a skill. And so on 10th of December, it's a Saturday at Tokwe Isuboy, that is Dra. So Gethsemane Church, Akoko Benum. We will have a free skill training. We'll open the skill training with a free breakfast. So please come early. You know, skill training, I wish we could do it 3 days, but we don't have the resources. So it's just going to be a day where we'll have all the trainings put in segments, and you can join the segments that you would love to be trained in. And we don't want you to waste time. So come early. When you come, we'll give you breakfast. This year, I will give you lunch. Trust me. Because we want, yes, last year we couldn't give the lunch, but what I did was that the pastries that was baked, and then the sobolo and the juice that were taught, we were able to eat that for lunch. It wasn't enough. we ate that for lunch. So this year, trust me, I'll try and give you some akokonam and some rice, definitely,
and some jollof. It won't be bad. So let's talk about the training. What specific skills are we looking at?
So we are looking at makeup training.
Makeup.
Yes, so we do makeup training, and with the makeup we'll give you handouts, and then we will also give you the things, like the tools they are going to use to do the training. So don't worry if you don't have anything, if you don't have a pencil, whatever. Just don't worry, you come, you have something that you're going to use. And then we will give you the baking aspects, where we'll teach you how to do a meat pie, sausage roll, and then bake biscuit. And then we'll go ahead and do the detergent, liquid soap, after wash, power zone, and then we will also move on with wig making. So we teach you. Actually, what I'm wearing today was made last year. Skill training, yes, so that's why I wore it today. So those are what I'm wearing was made last year. So yes, we will teach you how to make a wig, and then this year we are adding nails, how to fix the nails also in it. We'll go ahead and do beading, the chain and everything, just like I'm wearing. We'll do the beading as well. This one had my name on it, so we're going to do beading even on slippers. We're going to teach you, and the beading in clothes. I always say that because the skills are taught in a day, these resource people will be there to train you more than a month. It's 3 months for free, it still stands. But after 3 months, assuming you come and learn beading on the 10th, and you'll only be able to learn this, but you want to go further, she'll be able to teach you for 3 months for free, which will be covered by the Tsedi Foundation. After 3 months, and if you still want to continue, that is when we put your family in. So that is where we perform the requirements of the center, so that officially you can maybe do it for a year. Even though you do your 3 months, when you want to further, you will still continue counting from the 3 months. You are not starting from first month. So you have at least 7 months or 8 months to learn in 1 year. So this is the interventions we often making for the skill training.
But here's what I love the idea behind this, because somebody could start with something and decide that no, maybe I don't like it.
Yes.
Let me try something else.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you have 3 months of a grace period to try everything out
for free.
Absolutely
for free. Yes.
And then when you decide on what you actually want to do,
then we go ahead.
Then we are going into like a 7-month training.
So it depends on what the center would request from us. Some of the training may last 2 years, some 1.5, and some. So depending on what you choose, if it is 1 year, then you continue. If it is 2 years, it means you are also continuing. If it is 1.5, you also go ahead. So,
and for those longer durations, they would have to make some commitments, right?
Yes, the commitment will be the requirement from the center. If you are coming to learn a skill, what is required from the guardian or the parent of the one coming to learn it. So we will do that. But definitely they are also going to look at it for us, and then the tools, the things you will need properly will be. But until then, within the 3 months, everything you are going to use is going to come from them. So if it is sewing, they'll give you the machine and everything you are going to use for the 3 months. But after 3 months, it means you have to get your machine that you are going to fully go into your 1 year training.
So if you are very sharp, if you're a very sharp person and you want to learn makeup, and you're able to cover within 3 months and you're good, you are done.
Yes, you are done.
You are done.
You are done.
You are done.
You are done. You begin to
so
make it
with something like the detergents and the soap making and all of that. If within 3 months you've covered and you can
it's a business. It's a business. You go ahead. So now even you'll be able to get somebody where you can have the resources from, or you could even work with your resource person where she would tell you that, okay, maybe I'll make an amount of this, give you a gown. Even if you don't have capital, it's a plus. The center will make it. Now we should work with 2. Now what will profit account? Now what until you'll be able to have your own capital to buy your own ingredients and do it yourself. By then you have learned a lot.
Right. Give us your number. Give
05 So if you are in Kumasi, the official number for Tsedi Foundation is 0549 673 449. 0549 673 449 and 0249 222 990. 0249 222 990. But if you are in Kumasi or in Asante region and you want to partake, you will call the assemblyman of Toko Esuboy, that is Draso, on 0548 260786. 0548 260786. He is Bernard Nate. So when you call Bernard Nate, he's the assemblyman for the district. So he will be able to give you all the needed support as to how to get to the venue.
I like that assemblyman. I like that.
So actually, he watched us here, and then he called, and then he said he wants us to come and do it at his place for him. So he said he watched us at Pan African TV. He took the number. So by the time he called me, I was like 7 months pregnant. So I told him that, he was consistent. He kept calling because I didn't want to tell him I was pregnant, but he kept calling. I realized that the pressure has come from this end. I said, Papa,
if you don't tell him, you're going to have your baby.
I was like, Papa, Pacho, my friend, so yes, he has been consistent. He has called after giving birth. He have called. He's also a teacher. He's a people teacher. So finally, we could look at the effort he has made. Or like, no, this is a good place. Go there. We are moving.
You have to.
Funny enough, we have no resources yet.
So let's talk about resources. Let's have the resource conversation.
Yes.
You definitely need people to come in.
Yes,
and donate.
We need donations help. Because we need to. Now we are here in Accra, and so we need to pack everything. Auntie Ama made me brew local, made me matches local. Most of the crazy made their call. No mafama me messy made their call soja. And we are going to sleep in this church. I saw you're called the hole. My mosquito net. Then the team members, now by the grace of God, we have resource people. I have Rose's signature. She'll be there to train the makeups. Yes, I have Dodike skill training, who will also be there. She knows how to train people on 90 skills. So I have to pull this woman. She's also a pupil teacher at Winnifred. So they are coming from a lot of places. How to even transport them to the VIP or STC, station, and moving them to Kumasi. Well, I told them that look, I don't have money for hotel. Until you never that sorry them more. And you go say the mosquito na shahona yadim. So it's going to also be an experience for them, I have been able to convince them. So they have accepted me by the grace of God. But we need the money to move them from here. Now transportation there. I don't even know from now till about 9. We have to move from Accra on the 9th. So we'll go there, we'll sleep, and then on the 10th we'll do our setup and everything and begin the training. We will leave on the 11th, which is Sunday, because definitely the training is going to enter into the evening. When we close at 5, because I have a baby, we can't return. So we'll be moving out from Kumasi on Sunday. So how they are feeding from Friday, Monday, Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, and then Sunday maybe up to afternoon before we set off coming to Accra and all that. So the miracle God is that I'm also acting on faith again. We are open for support and donation. You have to buy all the chemicals.